We're going to go through the different features, functionalities, and config that you can change with this launcher, what kind of home screens you can have, what kind of icons, and so on. So I'm going to dive into that in a second. This is the DNA launcher. You can go ahead and navigate to the Play Store and search for DNA launcher, and you can install it. It does have a paid version which has a bit more customization options, which I'll show you in a second. So go ahead and open it up. First time you open it up, it will have the standard classic style, which this one has very similar style to, let's say, One UI or Nova Launcher, where you can have a navigation bar at the bottom and the apps above, and you can scroll down to get the search bar, and that's about it. You can obviously configure this quite a bit. So if we click on edit, we can go ahead and add the different apps, the different widgets, and everything else that normally comes with a classic style launcher. Comes with this launcher is called minimalistic. So if you want to use it with one hand, I think you might be familiar with Niagara Launcher. It does a similar thing where it gives you a nice list. You don't have to open up different sides menu. You don't have to open up the app drawer. You have just the app drawer. It's less distracting. It's minimalistic. You quickly access the different parts that are available. You can go ahead and obviously add widgets and different apps here as well. You can choose a list style and so on. That's all up to you. And the final mode, which probably is the most fancy one and looks the coolest, is the holographic one. So you can go ahead and click on the holographic mode, and then you get this nice circular holographic with all the different apps that you have. You can obviously quickly go around and find the apps you want. You can have some customization here if you want to. Plus, you can just open the app drawer if you can't find the app you're looking for. Normally, this kind of gives me an easy access to all my apps quickly, and I've used it for a while, so I quickly know where the different apps are. So it's not really a big problem for me, but I guess you might not be able to get used to it, because if you want to search for a lot of different apps and if you have hundreds of different apps, this might be a bit slower. But I think it looks really cool. For me, my day to day, this is really easy to just go ahead and click on what I want and kind of access it pretty easily. There's other personalization options. Obviously, you can change the dark mode, light mode if you want, the different fonts it has if you want to change those. Plus, if you want to change the icons, the shape, the color, and so on, which kind of works really well. So if you want, let's say, round rounded icons instead of circle ones or teardrop, and it does have quite a few, to be honest, and you can definitely customize them to what you want them to be. Plus it has the option to change the way the wallpaper looks, hide the side the status bar, navigation bar if they take up too much space, and that's all the different ones. It also has a built-in app lock, so if you want to hide some apps, you can also use that as well with the pricey product protect, and you can go ahead and choose the apps that you want to protect. I'll select Amazon, so if I go back and I look for Amazon in the list, as I said, this is the ghost icons if you really wanted it. So if I open Amazon, it has a built-in app lock, and we can go ahead and access that. So you don't need to put it into like secure folder or whatever you might want to put it in. Overall, I think it's a really good looking launcher. It's really fast. I haven't had any battery issues with it. So you can go ahead and play around with it. I think it's a really good looking one. You can change the wallpapers, make them a lot more interactive and so on. So let me know in the comments if you have used this before or what your favorite launcher is.